You tell me the right thing. Oh, you tell me the right thing. Oh, you tell me the right thing. Oh, you.
Hey besties. Before we do anything else, before I get to telling jokes and telling stories, before I pretend like everything's just been so cute and curated, I do need to say this. I know y'all are tired of the silence between the episodes. Like, for real. I know you are. Because if I was on the other side, I would be too. Not even gonna lie to y'all. And for that, I really truly am sorry. Not in a like I hate myself kind of way. Not in like a dramatic crying on the floor kind of way. But in a grown woman looking you in the eye kind of way. Okay? I dropped the ball. And so I'm picking it back up. Because disappearing, it just doesn't align with who I am or who I'm becoming or even the kind of space I want this podcast to be. So yeah, I could give you excuses. For example, life, kids, work, emotion, stress, exhaustion, Mercury in retrograde. But the truth is, consistency is still my responsibility. So let's just reset. Let's take a breath and let's talk. All right. So let's jump into it. This week, I decided I was going to do something that made absolutely no sense on paper. And I mean none. But it made perfect sense to me in my spirit, right? So I decided I was going to drive from Michigan. Excuse me, actually, it's the other way around. From South Carolina to Michigan. In the dead of winter to go see my kids. Okay? 11 hours away. By myself in a rented car. In weather that very clearly said, girl, stay the fuck where you at. And before we even get into that drive, I need to give y'all a little backstory. Okay? Because y'all know context matters. For those of you who don't know, I did move to South Carolina about 6 months ago. And no, it was not some cute new chapter, fresh start, sunshine and palm trees type of situation, okay? It was survival. Due to ongoing issues with my children's father, I was unable to bring my children with me when I moved. And that sentence alone still feels heavy coming out of my mouth. My children stayed in Michigan with their father, and since then, we've been locked into a custody battle that I just wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It's been ugly, it's been draining, it's been expensive, and it's just been humiliating at times. And the hardest part isn't the paperwork or the court dates or the waiting. It's waking up every day without my children. And if you're a mother listening to this, you already understand. I don't even have to explain it. Like, your body just knows. Your nervous system just knows. Your heart, it just stays on edge. And to add insult to injury, my kids have a stepmother who, how do I say this politely? Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to be polite. She's cruel. She's the type of woman who takes everything out of control. She's the type of woman who talks down to my children any chance she gets. The type of woman who not only talks down to them, but talks down about me to them any chance she gets. The type who feels powerful tearing down a mother because she thinks proximity equals importance. Her years of harassment, manipulation, and mess are a big part of why I even decided to leave Michigan in the first place. And before anyone jumps in with opinions, let me say this clearly. I left to save myself, not to abandon my children. But sometimes saving yourself doesn't mean you stop missing them. It doesn't mean the guilt doesn't come, or the guilt just goes away. It doesn't mean the ache quiets down or any of that. So after months of like conversations on the phone and some FaceTimes, missed hugs, fake smiles, and the mommy will be there soon to see you, empty promises, I just snapped. I had enough. I said, I don't care how hard it is. I don't care how inconvenient it is. I don't care how long the drive is. I was going to see my babies. So I rented a car, packed a bag, made a playlist that screamed main character energy, and hit the road. Now listen, the drive up there was smooth, peaceful, almost suspiciously calm and quiet. The roads were clear, the sun was shining like it was rooting for me, y'all. Music was blasting, and I'm singing at the top of my lungs like I had a record deal, okay? Windows cracked just a little bit, vibes immaculate, okay? Loved it. I was like, okay, God, I see you. This is cute, period, clock it. And the week itself was a success. I got to see my kids, I got to hold them and laugh with them and just soak up every second like I was storing it for a later date or something, you know? I got to see my family, I got to see my best friends. I just felt grounded again. It reminded me who I am outside of survival mode. And honestly, that alone was worth the drive, okay? But then it was time to go home, okay? And baby, the trip back, that's where the lesson lives. Let me paint the picture for y'all, okay? So I'm leaving Michigan thinking, all right, we did the hard part. Everything's done, right? Wrong. I start hitting storm after storm after storm. Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina. Like, are we serious? A storm after storm after storm. Snow everywhere, and not cute snow, not that Hallmark movie type of snow. I'm talking aggressive, disrespectful snow. At least a foot of it on the highway. Speed limit says 7 miles per hour. Traffic said, girl, be serious. Okay? Everybody's crawling at 45, maybe 50 miles per hour. Max. Cars are sliding. Cars are spinning out into ditches. And hazard lights are flashing like Christmas decorations. Okay? And I'm gripping the steering wheel like it owes me money. And I'm trying to stay calm because on the outside, I'm like, okay, slow and steady. But on the inside, my thoughts are spiraling. What if I crash? What if I don't make it home? What if something happens? What if my kids need me? Like, are you serious? I'm spiraling out of control. And you know that mental spiral is kind of like where your brain goes to the worst possible outcome in under 2 seconds. Yeah, that one. And then, because life loves to humble you when you already feel fragile, I get off the highway to get gas and I get stuck. And I mean stuck. The car is not moving, the wheels are spinning, and snow is packed underneath like concrete. And that's when it happened. The crash out. Not a cute cry, not a silent tear, a full body, snot-nosed, ugly-faced, I'm tired of being strong breakdown. I'm crying because I miss my kids. I'm crying because I'm exhausted. I'm crying because I'm scared. I'm crying because I'm just doing everything I can, and it still feels like it's not enough, okay? And now, I know some of y'all are listening, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Those moments where the smallest things just push you over the edge, where it's not really about the snow or the car or even the gas station, right? It's about everything you've been holding together with duct tape and prayer. And in that moment, I let it out. I didn't even try to be like brave. I didn't try to be inspirational. I just cried. And then a good Samaritan shows up. a complete stranger, no questions, no judgment, just helped me pull my car out of the snow and send me on my way. And that right there, that almost took me out again. Because sometimes help shows up when you least expect it, from people who literally owe you nothing. And so I was thankful to him. Shout out to him. So I get back on the road, slow, very carefully, still scared, of course, but I'm moving. And eventually I do make it home, safe and sound. Now here's the part I really want to talk about. That drive, no. The storm, the breakdown, all of those things are a metaphor. A metaphor for motherhood, for healing, for rebuilding your life when it doesn't look the way you planned. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the road forward is clear and sunny, and sometimes the road is a blizzard, and you're just trying not to spin out. And both versions still count as progress. You don't have to be graceful all the time. You don't have to be strong every second. You don't have to have it all figured out before you move forward. Sometimes slow and steady is the bravest thing you can do. Sometimes stopping to cry doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. Okay? And sometimes the only thing you can do is keep going, even when the conditions are like shitty, right? So if you're listening to this and you feel behind, if you feel tired, or if you feel like life has been throwing storm after storm at you, hear me when I say this. You are not failing. You are just navigating. And navigation can be messy sometimes, but you're still on the road, right? I'm committing to show up with you guys more consistently here, okay? Not perfectly, but honestly. And because silence helps nobody. And stories like this, they remind us we're not alone. So thank you so much for being patient. Thank you for staying. And thank you for rocking with me even when I go quiet. Because guess what? We're back and we're moving. Slow and steady. And we will get there. But before I let y'all go, I need a small favor. And when I say small, I mean it costs you absolutely nothing but a few taps. If this episode resonated with you, or if you're a parent doing your best with what you've got, please go leave a review. And these reviews are not for the algorithm, guys, and it's not for numbers, okay? It's because your words matter here. Your reviews help this podcast and me reach other people who need to hear that they're not crazy, that they're not alone, and that they're not failing at life. And if you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify, hit that follow button, turn on those notifications, and share this episode with someone who's been real quiet lately, someone who's driving through their own storm. This podcast exists for the in-between moments, the messy middle, and the part of life that doesn't fit into a highlight reel. This isn't that. This isn't perfection. This isn't pretending. This isn't me having it all figured out either. This is life, real stories, and real growth. And if nobody's told you today, you're doing better than you think. I'll talk to you soon, besties. Same mic, same truth. This isn't that.